Well, hello again, everyone. Welcome to the Sports Corner. Welcome to Art Regner's video blog. Time for our football picks for the week. And last week, Week 8 was a really good week for me. As you know, I always showed the sheet just to show it's how much thought and how much I really care about this. Last week, I was 5-1 for the season, over 500 for the first time, 24, 23-1, and my Karsh House Lock of the Week, 7-1 on the year. So I'm over 500. Hopefully I can build the momentum towards a terrific end of the season, like hopefully many of our local sports teams will as well. So up first, Michigan 11.5 point favorite over Minnesota. The game is at Minnesota. It's the battle for the Little Brown Jug. I think Michigan's defense is just playing great right now. They deserved a better fate maybe than they got last week in Nebraska. However, when your backup quarterback isn't prepared to play, as Russell Bellamy wasn't in Michigan's case when Denard Robinson went down, bad things happen. Devin Gardner's the backup this week. In case Denard can't go, he's slated to go. I like Michigan all day in this game. Minnesota does not have a good rushing defense. If Denard can play, I think he runs wild. I think they'll complete some passes, and I think Michigan will defeat Minnesota by more than 11.5 points. Big game in East Lansing, if you're a Michigan fan especially. Michigan State has to win because Nebraska has a leg up on the Legend Division's title over Michigan. Nebraska's favored by 1.5 points over the Michigan State Spartans. I like the Spartans in this game. I think their defense is playing well. Will Golston came to life last week against Wisconsin, so I'm giving the nod to Michigan State and their defense. I think their defense will get enough turnovers from the Nebraska Cornhuskers to get a short field, and I think that Mr. Maxwell and company will score some points. I like MSU in that one. Notre Dame is hosting the Pitt Panthers. Pittsburgh, Notre Dame favored by 17 in South Bend. I think Notre Dame's going to win this game, but I like Pitt to cover. I like taking Pitt and the 17 points, so I'm going with Pitt in that game. Turning to the pros, the Lions, well, they're a 4-point favorite over the Jacksonville Jaguars in a game that's being played in Jacksonville. As we know, Jacksonville is an utter mess right now. They're 1-6 on the season. They're going to play some games in England. There's a report that eventually they're going to end up in Los Angeles, so it's just cataclysmic upheaval in Jacksonville. The Lions need this game. They're in a must-win situation. They'll get to 500 if they do win. I like Detroit giving Jacksonville 4. Now, in a curious game, the Oakland Raiders are at home, and they're a 1-point favorite over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa Bay been scoring a lot of points lately. You'd think it might be a sucker's bet. That's why I'm going with Oakland. I'm taking Oakland to defeat Tampa Bay, even though the Bucs are getting 1 point. That game is at Oakland. Now, my Karsh House Lock of the Week, no, I'm not picking Iowa this week in anything. I am going with the game is Oregon is an 8.5 point favorite over the USC Trojans. That game is in LA. The Trojans hosting the Ducks. I think Matt Barkley came back to win a national championship this year and also to win the Heisman Trophy. Neither one of those is going to happen. I think this game is huge for Matt Barkley tomorrow on the USC Trojans. I mean, I like Oregon to win this game, but I think Barkley keeps it close. I actually think whomever has the ball last wins this game, but the spread is 8.5. I'm going with USC to cover the 8.5 against the Oregon Ducks. So there you have it. Those are my picks for the week. Once again, I like Michigan, 11.5 point favorite over Minnesota. I like Michigan State, who's a 1.5 point underdog to Nebraska. I like Pitt to cover 17 against Notre Dame. I like the Lions to beat Jacksonville, giving Jacksonville 4 points. I like Oakland to defeat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at home, with the Raiders giving the Bucs 1 point. And my Karsh House Lock of the Week, well, I have to go with USC getting 8.5 points at home against a very good football team, the Oregon Ducks, but I'm taking Matt Barkley and the USC Trojans. So there you have it. Those are my football picks for week number 9. Hopefully I'll improve on my 24-23-1 overall record. Until we meet again, everyone have a safe and pleasant one. I'm Art Regner. Take care. Bye-bye.